Good evening. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We bring the Spotlight podcast to you again here this Monday evening. We are a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We're focused on using technology to help student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then on to a career either in pro football or after pro football based on their career. We are excited to be sponsored by one of my favorite sports bars, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings is partnered with Connected Athletics, myself, to showcase four schools here in the state of Texas, two in Houston and two in San Antonio. The two schools in Houston is Katy Taylor High School down in the Katy area, and then up north, Cypress Woods High School. They have done not just that, but they want to celebrate student athletes and the football players specifically by partnering with them and bringing a lot more focus to their game and getting the community involved. And they've also added a level where you can fundraise. If you're a big fan of Cypress Woods High School football program, the Wildcats, anytime you go into this to the Buffalo Wild Wings at 25704 US 290 in Cypress, they will donate 10% of your bill back to the football program. And that's whether you dine in or you do curb delivery or online or whatever. So great way to support the Wildcats football program is to enjoy some good food, watch the games live on TV there, and then donate some money back to the program. We are excited to have one of the players who was named the Special Teams Player of the Week there at at Cypress Woods. Juan Rojas is a class of 23 linebacker at Cy Woods. He's 6 foot, 205 pounds. I've never seen this before. I was never this smart. Out of a 7.0 GPA scale, he's got a 6.0. I want to hear, we're going to talk more about that later. It's a great accomplishment. And then you can see coaches him on Twitter. He's Rojas the Great on Twitter. Juan, thanks for joining us. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Looks like you rotated your screen there a little bit. Just remember we talked about getting it rotated to landscape so we can see you in the background there. There we go.
Yeah, my fault again.
That's okay.
The better.
Now go sideways. Yeah, go back the other way. Rotate it the other way. Like you had it. Good. That's good enough. Perfect. Hey, so Juan, as we get into this, tell us the most important thing that coaches want to know about prospects is their academics. You've got this 6.0 GPA, which is just awesome. Tell us about the importance you put on your academics.
I take my schoolwork very important. I want the best grades. Everything. I try really hard in school. I focus on my schoolwork a lot. So
yeah. So tell us, old school guys who only know about a 4.0 GPA scale. Tell us, obviously you are either a AP student or you're doing some crazy amount of work. Tell us about this 7.0 scale that you're using at Cypress Woods and how you get a 6.0 out of that 7.0 scale.
To be honest with you, sometimes I think I was really not sure what scale we used, really, to be honest with you. So I couldn't remember if it was a 4 or 5 or 6, 7 scale we did, because I was asking people and they told me different. So, I was sending you like what my GPA was like.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is it? I was like, oh, I don't know what it is. I take some AP classes and not some AP classes. So yeah.
Okay. Juan, what are some of your favorite subjects? Are you a history guy? You a math guy? Reading, English? What are some of your favorite classes?
One of my favorite classes is probably reading and probably chemistry. Yeah.
Okay. And then take this time, obviously as student athletes, me being a former one myself, without good teachers, we wouldn't be anywhere near where we want to be. Take this time to shout out some of the teachers at Cypress Woods that have made learning fun and had a positive impact on you.
I want to shout out Miss Payton. She's my reading teacher this year, and she makes learning really fun, and yeah. And I actually want to shout out my old reading teacher, Miss Tolliver. She made last year real easy. She was a great teacher.
Okay. Juan, great job of shouting out some of the teachers that have had a positive impact on you. Tell us, I know you're still, you're only into your sophomore year here. What have you thought about what you might want to major in when you get to college?
I think I might want to major in maybe law or something like that.
Okay.
Just because, I want to make the world a better place, help out people and stuff.
Love that. Yeah. Do you have an idea of what kind of law you might want to specialize in? Corporate law, criminal defense, or what?
Shoot, maybe be like a type of lawyer, like help people who been like wrongly convicted or something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I love hearing that. That's awesome. Another thing coaches want to know about you, Juan, is your learning style. We all have our own different ways we like to learn. Tell us, are you more of a hands-on, verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
I'm more of a hands-on learning because, I think I'm more of a visual and a hands-on learning. I think it's probably just way easier for me to, get the things right and stuff.
Yeah. Have somebody show it to you and they can maybe even walk you through it a little bit and then you'll get it.
Yeah.
Is that the same in the classroom and on the field, or do you have different learning preferences in each environment?
I think on the field it's more of if you show me, you only have to show me one time and I'll understand it.
Okay.
And I think in the
Makes
classroom, you tell me, yeah, it's basically the same thing. I'll understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, as football players, we talk about body language a lot on the football field. The guys have a swag to them, or they're very confident. But one thing we never talk about is body language in the classroom. Describe to these coaches what kind of body language you have in your classroom. Do you sit in the front? Are you locked in helping the teacher out? Earphones are out. Tell us a little bit about how you are in class.
Oh well, how now COVID, like we don't get to like really pick our spots, but
Right.
usually, yeah, I would sit in the front, sitting up straight, paying attention. Whenever the teacher tells us put our phones down, put our headphones out, listen respectfully, and yeah, just pay attention, 100%.
Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned COVID, which obviously we're all going through right now. Tell us, how are you doing with? I'm sure Cy Woods is doing some type of virtual learning. How has that affected you in the way you like to learn?
It hasn't really affected me. There's not really anything that affects me about the COVID. It's just wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart in the classroom. There's nothing like bothering me about the learning part or anything.
Are you doing any of your classes virtually, or are you guys fully on campus now?
I'm in person, so some kids
Okay.
are doing in person, some doing virtually.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about your family. What do mom and dad do? Are you an only child? You the oldest, youngest? Give us a little bit about the Rojas family.
I'm the oldest brother of 3, and I have 2 little brothers. My mom, she does hair and makeup. She has her own business and stuff.
Nice.
And she does that. She just goes to weddings and like does people hair and blah blah and stuff. And my dad, he works in like the oil industry, so yeah.
Okay.
He works with all the oil.
Tell us, Juan, about the importance you put on being the best big brother you can be to your younger siblings. I mean, how important is that to you?
It's a really big important thing because my little brothers, they look up to me. They want me to show them a good example of like what's from good from wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always make sure I'm always doing the right things around them and setting a high example of like what they should follow and like
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Are they also athletes or no?
My youngest one is an athlete. He plays baseball.
Okay.
My dad trains him real hard for baseball and stuff. So my my
Okay.
my 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 middle brother, he's not really a sports guy. He's more of a smart kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he's not.
Well,
He doesn't
Juan,
like sports.
good. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Juan, you're already 6'2", 205, which is really good size, and you're just a sophomore right now. Tell us, what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from Cy Woods?
Man, I would like to be like 6'4", 6'5", and maybe like put like another 20 pounds of muscle, like 230.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that now? We always talk about as coaches. Is that realistic? How tall is your mom and dad?
See, the weird thing about that is my mom and dad, they're both super short. Like,
Okay.
and I'm like the tallest. Like, I'm like 6 foot, and they're both like 5'7", 5'8".
Mm-hmm. Where is that? Where do you think that height's coming from? Are your grandparents tall? Is there some height in other parts of your family, or what?
My grandpa, he was tall, like really tall. Like, so I guess I got my height from him because,
Yeah.
I have another cousin, from my mom's side, and he's tall too. But like me and him are like the only three. Us three are the only really tall people in the family.
Okay. Well, we know how much time it takes to be a successful student athlete. In the little spare time that you have, what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do when you're not working out, not playing the game?
Um, I guess I just like to hang around with family and friends, and just enjoy the time. You know what I mean? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Are you a
Yeah.
video game guy at all? You like to fish, like to hunt, be out on the
Uh,
water, like anything like that?
I like to fish. I like to go to the lakes, swim the boats and stuff. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Steph, all right. Tell us, we know how important social media is, and coaches are using it now, especially with this pandemic recruiting cycle that we're in. Tell us, what do you feel? What messages are you putting out there about you on your social media channels? You as a student athlete.
Just putting out that I'm a good kid. I don't do any bad things around anything. Um, I'm not. I always stay. I don't stay in trouble. I'm not in trouble. I don't get in trouble at all or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. I'm always making sure I'm posting positive things, no negative things or anything like that.
Good.
Yeah.
And then obviously promoting yourself and marketing yourself as a student
Yeah.
athlete who wants to play at the
Yeah.
next level. Yep. Okay. Good stuff there. Here are some of my favorite questions. What is your favorite all-time football movie?
I would say it would probably be Remembering the Titans, or it's not really a movie, but the show All American.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that a lot. I like those movies a lot.
Okay. And then what's your favorite type of food?
Favorite type of food probably be like steak or like hamburgers or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Yep. Meat eater. And then what type of music? Do you have a favorite artist? What kind of music do you listen to?
Listen, Young Boy,
Okay.
uh, Rod the Wave, Lil Durk, Polo G, King Von, Lil Uzi. I listen to
Okay.
everybody really. Yeah.
Okay. A couple of rapid fire questions. Nike or Adidas?
Um, I would say like clothing wise, Nike, but like gloves and cleats, Adidas.
Okay. Who's your favorite football player?
My favorite football player right now would probably be Jamal Adams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Playmaker. Yep. And then female artists. Are you Cardi B or are you Meg Thee Stallion?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't think I'm any of them.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Hey, tell us, let's say you have a great 3 more years of high school and 4 years of college. You find yourself in New York City at the NFL draft. You're waiting for the commissioner to call your name. Who is sitting with you at your table waiting for that to happen?
My two parents and my two siblings.
Okay,
Definitely.
keep it simple, keep it in the family. I like it. I like it a lot. And then Juan, I always talk about at camps and combines that I go to, football should be an enabler for a great education. What do you want your life to look like once football is over, whenever that is, whether it's after a 10-year NFL career or it's after college? What do you want your life to look like personally and professionally?
Personally, I just want to, at the end of the day, I just want to be happy, live stably and, wealthy, and most importantly, happy, like just on myself, like I'm like happy. I can look back and be like, wow, I did all this and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good
And a
stuff.
family or something like that.
Yeah. Another question coaches always ask about is how would your teammates describe you as a teammate?
I think they would describe me as a teammate, they look up to kind of, I guess they would kind of look up to me like because I'm always going and giving 110%. I'm always competing and, going to the max and, like practice, going against the biggest guy when people might be a little nervous to go against them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I don't show no fear. Like So I guess me showing no fear makes them like hyped up for games and stuff,
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Hey, let's switch over to recruiting a little bit here now. Tell us, what do you consider some of your strengths, and what are some of your weaknesses as a young linebacker right now?
I think one of my strengths are is I react to the ball fast. I can read defenses. I mean, read offenses out real easy. I can probably like figure out maybe an idea where the ball is going, and I can react fast to it stuff. So,
Okay.
and maybe like a weakness of mine is probably maybe need to work on my hands a little bit more, getting off the blocks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to like sometimes just out muscle him, like move him out the way. But my coach tells me my hands are most important.
Yeah.
Like the punch to them is just like get them off of you and stuff and work faster.
Yeah, as a former inside linebacker myself, love playing the role of high school, college, and a little time in the NFL. The key to being a good linebacker, taking on blocks, getting off of blocks, and then being physical on the tackle. I've watched your film a few times, and you're obviously very physical. Talk to us about your physicality as a linebacker, and how you look for contact.
Man, I love hitting. I love hitting people. I don't really ever get hurt, so I don't really never feel no pain, to be honest with you. Like I might feel it afterward the game, but like during the game, it's like nothing hurts me. Like no hits to the head, nothing hurts. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like to be the aggressor, like get pain. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the things that really impressed me, Coach sent me the email, and you were named the Special Teams Player of the Week last week. Not a lot of players like playing special teams, and for you to be named Special Teams Player of the Week is something special. Tell us about how you bring that linebacker mentality to special teams.
Just running down to the field, full sprint, full speed. And once you get there, just hit them like just hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of playing this game a while now. A lot of good players that can hit and are fast don't like being on speed. I mean, you have to be a kind of a special breed to want to run down full speed against somebody who's
Yeah.
also coming at you full speed. Tell us about your mentality about trying to be a playmaker on kickoff and punt and things like that.
Um, I just want to help my team win. I just want to do whatever it takes to win. I'm just
Mhm.
making it. If that's the case, just like I have to make all the tackles on kickoff, then yeah, that'll be the case. I'll run
Yeah,
us every single time downfield and hit somebody.
I like it, man. I love that mentality. Hey, tell us, are you a weight room guy? Do you like spending time in the weight room to get bigger, faster, stronger?
Yeah, I do. I always work out with the one of the maybe somebody stronger than me, who lifts more than me, so I can get stronger during the season. Yeah, I always try to work out with someone bigger than me that lifts more than me, so I can get stronger as well throughout the
Okay.
season.
That's good. That's a good remedy to use there. Would you describe yourself as a dependable player? If you tell the coaches, "Hey, coaches, I'll be there a little early for a meeting or for practice," you'll be there, or do your teammates trust you? Would you consider yourself a dependable player and teammate?
Yeah, I think you can depend on me to do a lot of things. You ask me to do something, I got it, 100%.
Okay, good to know. And then I always want to always put players into two different types of buckets. There are those players that just like to play in the games Friday night, and then there's those players who love to practice and then shine on Friday nights. Which one are you?
Uh, I like to try hard in practice and games because you practice hard, you practice good, you play good.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point because I know a lot of players like, what, I kind of cruise during practice and I'm going to turn on Friday nights, and you may be able to get away with that at sub varsity, but at varsity in college that ain't happening. You better be practicing as hard during the week so when the game comes, it slows down for you. So I love the mentality on that. Tell me, as a former linebacker myself, are you a film guy? Film is a big part of the game now, and studying your opponents. Are you a big film guy?
yes, sir. I study film. I study with me and my other teammates. We study with the coach, linebacker coach. We study the offense. The coach tells us what he expects of us, what's gonna happen, what's this play gonna do, or what's this formation. We're always prepared, 24/7. So when we get to game day, everything is like, oh, this is easy. We got this right here. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Tell me, what you're a good athlete. I see you on film. You can run. You're physical. Do you play any other sports at Woods?
Um, I wanted to do track last year, but I ended up not doing it for some reason. I think I was working on my strength most
Mhm.
importantly last year. So this year, yes, I'm gonna do track and work on my speed
Good. Yeah,
this year.
that's great to hear because the linebacker position, as you know, is now more of a hybrid. You got to have a little safety inside
Yeah.
you. You got to be able to, go outside on number 3 or number 2 sometimes and cover that guy in man or in zone coverage. And so, speed and being physical is a big part of being a linebacker. So it's good to hear that you're going to be running track. College coaches love football players that run track in the spring, and don't worry about how fast you go. Just be out there competing. Um, Tell us a little bit about leadership. Juan, how do you define leadership, and how do you lead as a sophomore right now?
How I lead is you know say one of my teammates does something wrong, or you know everybody's all upset at him because he didn't do the play. I think I'm the type of player, like, hey, shake it off, put that in the past, we're about the next play, come on, we got a game to win. So
Mhm.
I'm always making them like just um I would kind of say just you know forget about it, worry about
Yeah.
the next play. Yeah.
How do you balance being a sophomore on varsity and still respecting the upperclassmen who have earned their spots as captains and shown leadership? How do you balance that as a sophomore?
I guess I would respect. I do respect a lot of them, but like some of them, like they try to, compete in practice. Like, all right, fine, let's go. Come on, I'm gonna hit you. Come
Mhm.
on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Let's talk a little bit about the recruiting side. I mean, obviously, do you have goals of playing football in college? Have you been in contact with coaches yet? What schools are you interested in? Give us a little bit of background about what your plans for playing this game at the next level in college.
I'm interested in every school who believes in me. Who just can give me one shot to like show them I can play football at the next level. And I'm interested in a lot of schools, like every school, to be honest. But
Yeah.
by recruiting interest, I probably got like just one school so far. It was a D2 school up in
Hmm.
Michigan. Uh, I forgot the name of the school, but the head coach is Coach Sparky,
Hmm.
and yeah, he's just been in contact with me. Well,
Good.
he emailed me one time, just introducing me to him, and
Yeah.
telling me I was on his radar and stuff, and that they will be
Well, and you
watching.
You know, I mean, because of COVID-19, it's put a lot of difference
Yeah,
in the recruiting cycle right now. I mean, you've got good size, you're at a good school, a good program, you got your head on straight, you have good video, you've got tremendous grades. I would just tell you to be patient. Right now
yeah,
they're trying to close out class 21. The class 22 and 23 is kind of next up, but you'll be fine. Just don't get caught up in what everybody else's recruiting is.
yeah,
Everybody's recruiting is different. Just get them. The main thing you can do to help your recruiting right now is be the best player you can be on Friday nights, put together good film, keep your grades up, be a good person, a character, and the recruiters will find you. I mean, you're still very early in the process, so I'm not worried about that for you at all. As we're talking about recruiting, one thing coaches do love is they love coaching players who have a high competitive spirit. Tell these coaches right now on the podcast how competitive you are as a player.
I'm super competitive. I always want to go against the biggest guy. Who they all talk about saying, he hits super hard. Like I like to be top player. Like, all right, let me find out what he's about. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see all the hype.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like it. Obviously, when I ask players that question about competitive spirit, they always say, "Oh, coach, I hate to lose." But everybody's going to lose at least one game, and there's nobody who's ever played football that went undefeated. How do you handle losing while still staying competitive?
We just I would say I look at it as like a lesson. Like
Mhm.
when I look back at film, and if I see myself do something wrong, I always just look and say next time. Okay, next time I know not to do this,
Yeah.
so it won't happen again.
Yep, absolutely. That's a great response. Hey, as we finish up here, and I appreciate your time, you and I talked about the elevator pitch before we got started here. As we finish out this interview, look in the camera right now and tell these coaches as they start to look at the class 23 why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program as a student athlete.
I would like college coaches to know that they should recruit me because I think you need key players like me to win football games, to do whatever it takes to win. Um, I'm the type of player that's 100% committed to the team. I always do what's best for the team. I'm always dependable. You can always depend on me to be there. Anything you ask me to do, I got you. You never have to worry about me getting in trouble or anything like that. I'm a good kid, and I give 110% effort. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great elevator pitch, man. I appreciate that. Well, Juan, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, and once again, congratulations on being named the Buffalo Wild Wings Special Teams Player of the Week. I know you guys have another big game coming up. Looking forward to the playoffs. If you ever have any questions about recruiting, I'm always here. Consider me a resource. I look forward to seeing you play here coming up, man, and have a great rest of the week. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.